Okay, so today I am unboxing the Panasonic HDC-TM90 camcorder. Here's the box. I already cut the little plastic bit here, so we can just undo that. Open it up. Got two flaps here, holding these pieces. And the first thing on the top is the software with the basic editing software and stuff to pull the videos off the camera. There are, of course, the instructions, which if you don't know what you're doing, you should read instead of asking me in the YouTube comments. There's the camera itself all wrapped up, which we will get back to. The shoe adapter right here in this little bag, and that just fell out of the little bag. There it is. And then of course we have cables. There are are they both? Yes, they're both. Looks like there are component and regular RCA cables in here, and it's got a proprietary connection. I'll take that out of the bag so you can see it better. There, you can see right there. There's all the cables, all your colors for audio and both types of video. And there is the proprietary connection that sticks into the side of the camera. We have the USB cable, USB to mini USB to... Actually, is it mini USB? Yes. That's to hook the camera up to your computer so you can transfer the video directly off of that. This camera does have both an SD card slot and a 16 gigabyte hard drive in it. We have the power cord to hook up into the wall, or the mains if you're in England, although obviously you would have either an adapter for that or a separate cord would come with that. And there's the rest of the power cable, the AC to DC adapter, and the cord that plugs into the camera. This is the battery, very little thing, that sticks into the back of the camera. And this is a little, I wouldn't know if you call that a stylus or what, but you can use it to touch the touch screen. And that's all that was in the box. So, let's lay everything out now. Like I said before, there's the instructions. Disc, the shoe adapter, the two pieces for the power cable, the battery, the stylus type thing, USB cable, and the video outputs for both HD and non-HD TVs. And now, of course, what you want to see, we have the camera itself. So let's pull it out of here, out of the bubble wrap. It's got this nice foam thing around it to keep it protected. And that is the unit itself. As you can see, it's got this Actually, I don't know if you can see, but it's got a rougher surface here so that it doesn't collect your fingerprints, and it's got some more grip. You got the hand strap there. You can hold it in your hand with comfort. Just like this. Obviously, battery goes in the back there. And now let me alter the angle of this, my old camera, so I can show you this camera closer with a better view. Okay, again, so here's the camera itself. You can see, as you know, full HD, 1920 by 1080 progressive. It can film up to. It also has settings to film and interlaced for if you wanted to have a smaller file or whichever. Still shots, 5 megapixels. It's got the built-in 16 gigabyte. I wouldn't say hard drive, but I think it's just flash memory. But whichever, it's got 16 gigabytes of built-in storage. HDC-TM90, as the model is called. It's got up to 40 times intelligent zoom, and I tried to look it up. I honestly couldn't tell you what that is. It might be it uses the digital zoom to zoom in on people's faces and stuff more. I don't know. A lot of people might not want to use that if they want a crisp shot, because any kind of digital zoom is going to cut down on the quality of the video. The specifications I read said it was 21 times optical zoom, but when I was testing this out in the store, and I shut all the digital zooms off, it was going up to 26. So I'm honestly not sure on that one. And we got 28mm wide lens, and it's got the power optical image stabilization. It's actually hybrid optical image stabilization. The lens cover is automatic when you turn the camera on and get ready to start recording. Then you get that. It's got the LED light on the front, and then you get your microphone and light sensor on the bottom. Stereo microphone. You got your tripod holes down here, and you got your SD card slot is right here. Now, flip it open. There's your 3-inch LCD touchscreen. It is a touchscreen. When I was messing around with it in the store, I forgot that this thing had a touchscreen, and I was sitting there trying to figure out how to navigate the menus with nothing but these buttons. But, yeah, that's for another time. It's got a power button, but you can also use the flip screen to power on and off. It kind of remembers the last one you used. You got the battery release here. Obviously, again, battery goes in here. Unlike my old camcorder, the SDR S7, this one looks like you could potentially get a bigger battery for it if you wanted to, which would be nice for the racing videos I like to take. Here's the AV multi-out. It's the proprietary connection that goes with the cable that came with it. We get an input for an external microphone, which is really nice. Although I haven't tested this out yet, I'm under the impression that the microphone on the camera is at least as good as the one that's on this SDR S7 here that I'm filming this with, which if you've seen any of my racing videos, you'll know it sounds pretty good for a $200 camera. This obviously being a $500 camera, but still hopefully will sound pretty good. We also have an HDMI out, and I believe that is that a mini HDMI? I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I believe it is. It's a smaller input, so you'll have to get a cable that goes smaller to bigger if you want to hook it up to your TV via HDMI. But, anyway, I don't know what this was. Is on it. This is where your shoe adapter goes in. Right here we have the selector switch for playback, video, and still shot. This is clicked onto video at the moment. This here is your where you put the power adapter in. Open that. Sorry, stubborn. Oh, it spins. There we go. Yeah, there's your power input. That goes there. You can plug it in without the battery in it and use it just off the off AC power without the battery. And I believe that's about it. So obviously a basic, fairly basic, but still decent HD camcorder. And I'm going to start testing this out. Obviously I can't test it out with how I want to test it and go to a racetrack, because if that was the case, I'd be excited that the racing season was started again and I wouldn't be sitting in here making a unboxing video. Oh yes, I did forget one thing. Obviously we have the button for the still shots up top, and we have, if you're playing back the videos, this is your volume, but mainly this is your zoom in and out, wide angle, telephoto, and it is an analog input, so you can either give it a slow zoom or a very quick zoom, or even do a crash zoom. But yes, that's about it. It's $500 at Best Buy, but I'm sure if you shopped around, looked places, Amazon, I'm sure you can find it for a little bit cheaper. I got it at Best Buy because I had a bunch of gift cards. And yeah, that is the camera. Oh yes, one thing I did forget I wanted to show you was the shoe adapter in the back of the camera. And there is a release right here. That releases it. Pull that and then pull that back out like so. And another thing I forgot to point out, although you probably could have figured it was on there somewhere since the cable came with it, but the USB output. Alright, now that is all.